So today I'm going to show you how to do the digital portrait project. First thing you're going to do is go to Google Images and get a close-up photo of a person, not a cartoon, a real person. When you find the photo, click on it, make it large, and then if you're on the iPad or phone, add it to Photos. If you're on a computer, download it to the computer. You can also use a picture of yourself if you want. Just remember it needs to be a close-up. I'm going to open up Adobe Photoshop Sketch and I'm going to hit the plus sign and select my size. And then I'm going to add an image, but an image layer. I'm going to add an image layer. So if you look at the layers on the right hand side, I hit the plus and you have to select image layer, not sketch layer, image. The picture's on my iPad or my phone, and I'm going to select on the picture and then I'm going to make it larger. Once it's the size of the canvas, hit done and you're ready to start a new sketch layer. Sometimes the sketch layer will already be up there. If you look at my layers, I already have a sketch layer, but if you don't, just hit the plus sketch layer and you'll have a sketch layer. Okay, now I need to select my paintbrush. And I always go for the middle size brush, but remember you can change it as often as you want. And then I'm going to click on the color, click and hold, and it sort of looks like a magnifying glass. Now you take it and you drop it to the exact spot. There's a point on it. The point, whatever point that spot hits, that's going to be the color of your brush. So see how it picks up the orange in her cheeks? And there you go, the color matches her cheeks. Now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to draw over that spot. Now keep in mind, nobody's face, nobody's skin is the same color. If you look at Rihanna's face, her cheeks are a little bit red, her nose is a little bit whiter because the light is shining on it. There's all different colors to her face. So every time I'm going to grab that color, click and hold, and I'm going to put the point on a different spot of her skin, and it's going to change the color, and I'm going to color in that spot, just that spot, and then move to another spot. Now, something to be cognizant of. When you click on the three lines at the bottom of your paintbrush tools, you can see where I'm selected. When you click on those three lines, you can decide if you want your paintbrush to blend, to be normal. There's all these multiply, darken, lighten. There's many different settings that you can put on your brush, and don't be afraid to play around with them. So normal means it's a normal paint color, and if you paint over a different color, it'll completely cover it up. If you choose blend, then the colors will blend. So in other words, if you have red on your canvas and you have it on blend, and then you put yellow on top of the red, it will turn orange. If it's not on blend, it's on normal, it won't blend at all. The red will just become the yellow that you paint over it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in high speed so you can see how I slowly color in her entire face. Now, after you're drawing for a while, don't be afraid to go to the original image layer that has the image. Click on it, and you can either turn the opacity down or you can hit the eyeball and shut it off. And the reason for this is then you can see what you've done and what you need to do. So you can see right now my image layer, I turn the opacity way down so I can see the spots that I missed. Another trick is to make a new sketch layer and drag the sketch layer underneath the layer that you've been drawing on. You see how I moved it? And on this layer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my paintbrush and I'm just going to color everything in that color, and that will fill in all the empty spaces. So let me do this carefully so you guys can see. So I have my brush, I'm on the layer that I just added, and I'm just gonna very carefully color in underneath. The reason you want this on your own layer is because I'm not going to cover up any lines. I'm not gonna cover up anything that I've done before because I'm on a separate layer and because I'm underneath. So it's just a trick to help move things along a little bit quicker.